Hello kids. So in today's class we are going to start with the new topic mental maths. So today we have interesting question with little bit of brainstorming. So let's start the class. So the first thing is observe the figure below. This is the figure given to us. What can you say about the numbers and the lines drawn? So kids, there are these numbers in green. Again, in the right side, we have some number in greens, and in the middle, we have some number in orange color. Okay, and then the numbers which are in the middle, they are joined to the number in greens with lines and arrow, where arrow is showing the direction of the line here. Okay, so let us try to see the 38,800 number here. So kids, if you observe, and these numbers in the middle, if we add this 25,000 to 400 and again to 400, because it has two lines, so I'm adding it twice, plus to 13,000, and we add these all. So this is 25,000 plus 13,000. This will give you 38,000 plus 400 is 800, and again on adding you will get 38,800. Okay, so what we have observed, that when we are adding the numbers given in the middle in the way which has been shown to us by the arrow, like if we have a single line, that means we have to add this number once. If we have double lines going, means we have to add that number twice, and we will get this number. So in the case of 38,800, we have done like this, and we got the number 38,800. So what we can say here is that we are using the middle numbers to get the numbers in the green. Okay, and these lines, they are telling us that which numbers are being used, because we have a list of numbers given here and we are not using all the numbers at the same time. Okay, so these lines show us that which numbers are being used, and if a line is coming twice, if we have two lines from the same number, that means that number is being added twice, like in the case of 400. Okay, so using the numbers in the middle, adding them, we are getting the numbers in the green here and here as well. So this was example 1 given to us. Now coming to example 2, this number which is 3,400. So how we have got this? In the given example, there is one arrow going from 400. So I am adding 400 once. Now plus we have two arrows or two lines going from 1500. So that means this is 2 times 1500, which is 3000, plus 400 is 3400. So here we are getting 3400 using these numbers we are adding. Okay, so I hope this is clear. This is nothing but we are using the middle numbers to get the numbers in green. If we are adding number once, we are using one line. If we are using the number twice, we are using two lines. If we will use the number thrice, we will use three lines. Okay, so now let's see what is written here. Numbers in the middle column are added in different ways to get the numbers on the side, like we have seen in both the examples. The number in the middle can be used as many times as needed to get the desired sum. So we can use these numbers, we can add them any number of times. Now, draw arrows from the middle to the numbers on the sides to obtain the desired sums. We have to draw the arrows also. It is telling us that to which side we are getting the number. Two examples are given which we have just discussed. Now, we have a question here. Can we make 1000 using the numbers in the middle? So kids, if we'll go through this, we will see that the lowest number given to us is 400, and by using this 400 and using these numbers using addition, we cannot create 1000. So we cannot make 1000. I'm writing this as question 1. Okay, and I'm writing the answer here, answer 1. So since since the numbers in the middle has 400 as lowest number, we cannot add it, we cannot add to get 1000 from it. Okay, 1000 from it. So this is one thing which we have seen here. Next is, what about 14,000, 15,000 and 16,000? So now in the next set we have 14,000, we have 15,000 and 16,000 also, and we have to see can we make these numbers or not. So kids, for 14,000 we cannot make it. For 15,000 what we can do is, for this thing, for 15,000 we can use 13,000 and 400 to make 15,000. Okay, and for 16,000 we can use again 13,000 and twice of 1,500. That will give us 16,000. I'm telling you the example of 16,000 here. So what we can do is, we can use 13,000 plus 2 times 1,500. So this will give me 13,000 plus 3,000, which is 16,000. Okay, so that's how we can get here. Next is adding and subtracting. So till now we have seen that how adding the numbers, we are getting the another numbers, like adding the numbers in the middle, we are getting the numbers on the side. Now what we have here is the concept of adding and subtracting both. So here what we can do is, we can both add and subtract to get the other numbers. Okay, so let's try to solve this part. Here using the number in the boxes, so this is the middle numbers, basically the numbers which are given to us here are these. We are allowed to use both addition and subtraction. Now here we can use both addition and subtraction to get the required number. So this is the list of the numbers which we have to derive using these numbers, and both addition and subtraction is allowed. Okay, so the first example has been done for us, and here what we have is 39,800. So what they have used? They have used 40,000. If we subtract 40 from 800 from 40,000, here we will get, let's see what we will get. We will get 40,000 minus 800. Okay, this is 0, 2, 9, this 39200. Okay, yes. Now to this 39200, if we add 300 plus 300, means we are adding 300 two times. That means we are adding 600 to it. So this becomes 39800. Okay, and this is the number which we wanted. So I hope this is clear. So what we have done, we are using these numbers, the numbers in orange, this, and we are getting the other numbers. Okay, so now let us try to do these questions. First one is 45,000. So kids, since we have 40,000, directly we can use 45,000 we have to make. We can directly use 40,000 first. So let's try to make this 40,000. So we have to make 45,000. So if we'll do something like this to this 40,000, let's add 12,000. Okay, so if I am adding this, it will become 52,000. Now I want 45,000. So what I'll do, I will subtract this 7,000 from 52,000. Okay, so this will give me 45,000. So what we have used? We have used 40,000. We have added 40,000 to 12,000 and we have got 52,000. Now from this 52,000 we are subtracting 7,000 and we have got this number. So I'm writing here, this is 12,000 and minus 7,000. So I hope this is clear. So this is giving us this number. Now let us move to the next question. The next question is 5900. So kids, we have to make 5900 here. So let us see what all numbers we can take. We will not take 40,000 because it's on the very higher side. Okay. And we want to make 5900. So we will choose something around 7,000 or maybe 12,000 also. Let's see how we can do this. So to make 5900, what I'm doing is I'm taking 12,000 first. Okay. From this 12,000, I'm subtracting 7,000. So when I'll do this, I will get 5,000. So my 5,000 part is done. Now I need 900 more. So that we can easily do. How? What we will do is we will take this 300 thrice. Okay. So what we will do, we will add 300 plus 300 plus 300, or you can also write it as 3 times 300 we will add to it. Okay. So this will give me 5900. Okay. So I hope this is clear. What we have used 12,000. From this 12,000, we are subtracting 7,000 to get 5,000 first. And now we need 900, which we are using from this 300. So we are adding this 3 times and we are getting the number. So I'm writing it here, kids. This is 5,000. Sorry. This is 12,000 minus 7,000, which will give 5,000. And then we will add 300 plus 300 plus 300 and we will get the number. Okay. So this is also done. And now we will move to the next question, which is 17,500. So this 17,500 is very easy, kids. If we see the number, there is one number in 1500, and this gives us a glimpse that somehow we can use this number. So let's see how we can use it. Okay. So for 17,500, let's take 12,000 first. So I'm writing here, I'm taking 12,000. To this 12,000, I'm adding 7,000. Okay. So if we will add these numbers, we will get 19,000. So kids, for these questions, you have to do lot of practice and you have to make a certain judgment also that which numbers we can use that should be around the given figure. Okay. So we have got 19,000 here. If I'm adding now from this 19,000, I can subtract 1500. So I'm subtracting 1500. I will get 0, 0, 5, 7 and 1, which is the number we wanted. So I am explaining the same here. I am writing this is 12,000 plus 7,000, which will give us 19,000 first. And then we will subtract 1500 from this. We'll get the desired number. Okay. This is done. Now let us start with the another thing. Now we have 21,400. Okay. So for 21,400, what we have to use is, we will again take 12,000. I'm writing here 12,000 plus 7,000. This will make it 19,000. Okay. So what I have got here, I have got 19,000 first. Now this 19,000 is somewhere near to this number. So let us try to add this 1500 also to this. So kids, if I add 3,000 to 19,000, it will give me 22,000. Okay. And then we can use this 22,000 to get the nearest, the number 21,400. Okay. So let's see how we will do this. So to this 19,000, I am adding 3,000. And how we can get 3,000? This is adding 1500 two times. So this is 1500 plus 1500. This will give me 0, 0, 10, 9, 10, 11 and 12 and this. So we have got 22,000. So now kids, if we subtract 600 from this 22,000, what we will get? We will get the same numbers. And how we can get 600? We can get 600 from this. Okay. So what I can write, I am using this number here. I am subtracting 300 once and then again 300 from this. Minus 300 minus 300. That is minus 600, right? Minus 300 means we can write this as minus 600 also, right? So I'm using the same. This is minus 600. This will give me 0, 0, 4, 1 and 2. Okay. So this is 21,400, the number which we wanted. So I'm writing the same here. This is 12,000 plus 7,000. So this will give me 19,000. And then we will add 1,500 two times. So this all sum will be 22,000. And now from this 22,000, we are subtracting 300 twice. So we will get the number, this one. Okay. So this is all about practice, kids. You have to practice such questions. Now, digits and operations. An example of adding two 5-digit number to get another 5-digit number is 12,350 plus 24,545. So when we are adding these two 5-digit number, we are getting another 5-digit number only, 36,895. And this was the example of adding two 5-digit number to get the sum as 5-digit number. Second example given to us is subtracting two 5-digit number to get the 5-digit number again. So we have taken here in examples two 5-digit numbers, and one time we are adding them to get a 5-digit number, second time we are subtracting them to get another 5-digit number. This has been done, and on the basis of this we have this exercise to solve, which we are going to solve in the next class now. So I will see you all in the next class.